Так, всем привет. Вино и пушки. Комната де Реше. Да, мы с вами продолжаем наше собрание. Вот. Наделали, конечно, дело в прошлом стриме, но неважно. Чё? Продолжить? Да. Совещание. Так, мы с вами в комнате, да? Собственно. Наш страшный герой. Что это тут такое? Письменные принадлежности. Изучить. Похоже, перо никогда не обмакивали в чернила. Запах какой-то знакомый. Пахнет лимоном. Странно. А зачем они ему под ребро там пальцы суют, интересно? Неверие апостола Фомы. Зачем Караваджо изобразил, как апостол Фома... Фома смотрел, но не трогал. Ладно. Так. Что можно еще? Сундук. Я даже не успел распаковать чемоданы. Ладно, это мы читали в прошлый раз. Так, что может еще быть? Тут интересовать нас. Комнатка, она, конечно, у нас отпад. Так, эту картину мы тоже смотрели. Ничего. Ой, нифига себе. Иксион под пытками лишился рассудка и был наказан богами за высокомерие. Ладно. Это ничего нам не дает. Пахнет лимоном. Красотень-то какая, да? Ой, что-то все в тумане.
This room looks unoccupied.
Никто не живет. Лимон. Этот куст выбивается из моих представлений о местной флоре. Набрал лимонов. Держи пари, матушка сорвала парочку. Она постоянно говорила об удивительных свойствах лимона. Ну так ты, может, возьмешь? Смотрите, там что-то подозрительное. Как мне... А, инвентарь, да? Так. Четыре. Ну ладно. А, 3. Нет. Пока так. Ага, смотрите-ка, следы.
Amber crystals.
Ага. Шкаф забит книгами. Это... Что за книжка? Кругосветное плавание. Журнал исследователя Луи. Одна из любимых книг матушки. Какое совпадение? Я в совпадение не верю, слишком все складно. Не знаю, что здесь происходит, но если бы вы чувствовали опасность, вы ведь оставили бы подсказку, матушка.
Found it.
Нашел. Бледный, еле заметный знак ордена.
Barely visible. Mother.
Матушка, вы точно спрятали подсказку в этой книге. Посмотрим, найду ли я в комнате что-то еще. Думай, думай, думай. Что мы знаем? Матушка жила в этой комнате. Я нашел экземпляр ее любимой книги. Она должна была что-то оставить. Она брала письменные принадлежности. Пером кто-то писал, но чернила не тронуты. Может, она использовала лимонный сок? Старая уловка, чтобы скрыть написанное. Послание невидимыми чернилами. Ставлю на то, что оно это... Так. Как бы мне проявить послание? Ага, следы на полу. Просто царапины, я надеюсь найти какой-нибудь секретный ход. В смысле секрет? Вот, это вот так открывается. Так. Ну ладно, возьмем, что делать-то.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice strong coffee though. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Жизнеутверждаешь. Так. Посыпать книгу пеплом. Отойти. Ну что, сыплем пеплом, да? Или чем-то другим ее насыпать. Ну, давайте сыпем. Слушаем чат. Чёрт, я здесь... Не пойдет. Надо отойти. Так, нет, значит, что-то другое должно быть. Ага, свеча. Берем. Пошлите поджигать книгу. Ну а больше чего у нас остается? Вроде как бы больше ничего. Это название книг. Тут вроде как тоже ничего. Давайте комнату еще так вот обойдем. Тут была свеча, тут ни хрена. Тут кровать. Вещи, табличка. Ну все, в принципе, давайте этот попробуем. А, сработало. Надпись начинает проявляться. Посмотри, что написала матушка. Где все тебя смерят взглядом, Горгону. Греческие мифологии была Горгона Медуза. С другой стороны, где все тебя смеряют взглядом, не понимаю. Судя по тому, сколько вас в ней картин, это может быть где угодно. Черт, она еще что-то написала, но теперь текст не разобрать. Чудно. Надеюсь, это не был редкий экземпляр, а то матушка меня убьет. Надо скорее найти эту медузу Горгону. Сэр, обед подан в красной гостиной.
Typical.
I'm not hungry.
Я
Please
не
give my
голодный, подойдите.
apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well,
Что ж,
guess I'm
видимо,
just
мне
gonna have to
придется
wait before
повременить
going
с
and looking
поисками
for my Medusa.
моей медузы.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Скажи, что я буду через пару минут. Ты, может, закроешь книгу? Дурень ты. Ну вот, серьезно, очень страшные картины здесь. Прям жуть какая-то. Я бы, наверное, не смогла ночевать в такой комнате. Мы отыгрываем с вами дурачка. Видимо.
if I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Других гостей ты хочешь заглянуть в комнаты? Я не думаю, что это хорошая идея, ну ладно. Это что за чудище изображено? Вот, смотришь.
Might be better to take a
Возможно,
different
стоит
stairway.
спуститься по другой лестнице. Давай спустимся.
That must be the door to the room
Эта
of the
дверь,
soldier
кажется,
I
ведет
saw
в
in my
комнату
vision.
офицера из моего видения. А не получим ли мы по башке, зайдя сюда? Как вы думаете? Что происходит? М-м. Не, у нас не получится её взломать. Не, давайте не будем вламываться в чужие эти комнаты. Нам нужно найти медузу. Что тут? Ух ты, мы ключ нашли. Серьезно? А можно это я съем? Вот как. Ничего больше не лежит? Плохо. Ладно, пойдемте вниз. Нам нужно пообедать. Прошу прощения, месье Дерше. Мне нужно с вами поговорить.
Is this about last
Потому
night?
что случилось прошлой ночью? Нет, это было просто недоразумение. Я сама отчасти виновата.
There's no excuse for
Его
that man's
поступку нет
horrible
оправдания.
behavior.
Вам следует сообщить
You ought to tell Sir
сэру
Holm.
Грегори. Слушайте, я беспокоюсь только, что потеряла дорогую мне вещь. Мне нет дела до Жака Перю.
You didn't happen to lose this, did you?
Вы случайно не это ищете? Где вы его нашли?
In the small salon.
В малой гостиной. Это все, что я понимаю о моей любимой сестре. Я думала, этот мерзавец украл его. Вы ее сын, Сара Дереше.
Yes. Why?
Да, а что? Вчера я узнала, что ваша мать тоже на острове.
What are you doing
Что
here?
здесь делаете вы? А почему интересно?
Excuse me, but speaking
Простите мою
frankly,
прямоту,
why would
а
you
вам
care?
какое дело?
I know your mother
Я хорошо
very
знакома с
well.
вашей матерью. Уточните.
Really?
Yes,
Серьезно?
I have been
Да,
in
я
your
была
mother's
на
care
попечении вашей
ever since I
матери
was
с
born.
рождения.
She nursed you.
Она ухаживала за вами?
Oh,
Нет, я бы
I
так не
wouldn't
сказала.
say
До сих пор помню ее взгляд,
nursed.
холодный как
I
лед.
remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands
Ее жесткие руки
pressing over my mouth to
сжимали
silence
мне
me
рот,
while I
когда я кричала
screamed
от
in
боли.
pain. I remember her knees,
Ее колени
too.
я тоже
She
помню.
held me down with
Ими
them
она
while she
меня
cut and
прижимала,
burned
когда
scars
вырезала и
into me.
выжигала на
Hold
мне.
on a minute. What do you
Грисминка, о
mean?
чем это вы?
You can ask her when you see her.
Можете сами спросить ее.
She's getting more and more
Она все
agitated.
сильнее распаляется.
And next, you're going to tell me my mother's also responsible for
Вы
that
еще
scar on
скажите,
your
что
head?
моя мать оставила на
My
вас.
heart stopped twice
На
during
операции у
the
меня дважды
operation.
остановилось сердце.
I lost my memory
Я полгода
for
ничего не
6
могла
months.
вспомнить. Вы понятия
You
не имеете, что
obviously
творила
have
со мной
no
ваша мать.
idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait,
Погодите,
there
вы,
must be some
возможно,
kind of
ошибаетесь.
mistake.
My only mistake
Я
was
ошибаюсь,
ever
когда
meeting
доверилась
your
вашей
mother.
матери.
She's able to describe
Она без
every
запинки
detail
описывает
without
каждую деталь
hesitation or
и
getting
даже не
flustered.
смущается.
It's becoming difficult not
Мне
to believe
становится
the
трудно
poor
с ней
girl.
спорить.
Look,
Слушай, мне
I've gotta
надо
go.
идти.
Wait,
Подождите.
I need to know more
Я
about
хочу
you
выяснить,
and my
что с вами
mother.
сделала моя мать.
Why did she put you
Зачем
through
она
all that?
подвергала вас таким
There
страданиям?
must be some reason for what
Должна
she
быть какая-то
did.
причина.
What's the point of
Зачем
rubbing
сыпать
salt
соль
in
на
the
рану?
wounds?
А,
Elizabeth,
Элизабет, доверьтесь мне. Чё?
hiding in me might ease your burden. Let me relieve you of some of your suffering.
Relieve me? Do you even hear yourself? Do you really think that by
Серьезно думаете, что
confiding in my
сыном и
torturous son, I
издательницей
will
я
be
чудесным
healed
образом
as if by
целюсь?
magic? That it will bring my smile back? Or let me
Могу
sleep
снова
at
спать по
night?
ночам?
Look, you
Слушайте,
don't
вы мне
seem like a bad
симпатичны,
person.
никому не хотелось
I'm
бы
sorry
таким
you have to
образом
find out
узнать
your
правду
mother's
своей
true
матери.
colors like this. But I'm not going
Но
to pay.
мне вас не жаль.
Everybody has their cross to bear. I know your little game. You're no
Я вижу вас
different from
насквозь,
the
вы
rest
ничем
of
не
them.
лучше остальных.
You couldn't give a damn
Вам плевать
about
на
me.
меня, вам
The only
интересно
thing
только,
you're
что
interested
натворила
in is
ваша мать.
finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not
Неправда, не
everyone
совсем.
wants to use you.
Вас
Some
пользует.
people care about you,
Кто-то же
don't
вас
they?
любит, верно? Ну, не знаю, давай отца,
Take
наверное.
your father. I'm sure
Ваш
he tried
отец.
everything to save you.
Sure, he tried everything.
Да, помочь
to keep me
мне.
from upsetting his political affairs. Once I was declared insane, I was nothing but a burden that got in the way of his career. By leaving me with your
Мне
mother,
руку вашей
he
матери,
made all
он
the horrors
положил.
possible. I've got nothing more
Блин,
to say to you.
мне нечего больше вам сказать.
Figure it out yourself.
Ладно. Она мне, если честно, не нравится. Так, медуза Гаргона. А они все пошли-то. Да? О, новое место. И все же, как на ней держится платье? Дорогие друзья, я рад приветствовать вас. Надеюсь, все хорошо, вы выспались. Ваше высокопресвященство, герцогиня, месье Дальше, позвольте представить гостей, которые прибыли ночью. Иоганн Кристофон Вольфенер, министр по делам религии и соратник прусского короля Фридриха.
Napoleon
Бонапарт, лейтенант французской революционной армии. И Жак Перю, судья французского революционного трибунала. Нужно сообщить, что лорд Мортимер не присоединится к нам этим утром. Он будет позже. С вашего позволения, начнем.
What is Mortimer
Что
planning?
задумал Мортимер? Он срочно призвал меня сюда, но не послал... Чё?
Thank you again for the
Спасибо за
wine.
вино, ваше восхищение.
It is served every day at the king's table.
I am delighted to hear.
Рад
Volner
слышите.
and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself.
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Oh dear.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauternes, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken,
пудра упал, что
this
ли?
is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
Oh dear.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
Show us your teeth.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur
Louis Moras de Richet.
de Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
I am just a simple French citizen.
Really? Oh, you seem nothing like a commoner. Especially compared to that wretch over there sharing
Does
our
not
meal.
know of her, sir.
Кого он имел в виду сейчас?
And right
Ведь вы?
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Certainly not.
What do you think, madam? What is this Bonaparte doing here?
The presence of a soldier is never a good sign. It can only mean there's going to be further war. To answer your question, I only know that his family were in favor of the revolution, and that it almost cost them their lives.
Thank you, that's helpful.
Who does not know?
Хорошо так-то.
Monsieur de Richet?
Беседа
It
решена.
would seem we have
Кажется,
common
нам есть о чем
interests.
поговорить.
Could
Не
we speak
удалите
in
мне пару
private,
минут.
please?
And right he was too.
Что это со мной хочет говорить Наполеон? Вышел Наполеон.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
an agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
It's the least one can say. I'm not sure if I understand.
Surely such an amount will buy twice as many cannons. Don't try to pull a fast one on me. We're both young, but we are not naive.
Please don't be offended. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you were talking about.
О, мы
And
правильно
I
сделали, да?
am reassured. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
Не драться с Россией.
The revolution was a good thing, but it gave birth to a monster. We must overthrow the new system in place.
Ah, you are right.
О,
Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer
наугад,
was right
короче.
to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Reflections on the revolution in France. Mr. Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
жесть, конечно.
Friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is eminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington.
Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
А можно я тут осмотрюсь? Мне мед нужен. А, ну, Элизабет? Так, 4 очка навыка. Что это у нас? Этикет, политика, планирование. Давайте в уклонение. И допрос. Тут. А что-то могу выучить? Давайте тут поищем что-нибудь. Так что мы имеем? Перед обедом я собирался разобраться с посланием матушки. Нужно найти место, где все меня смиряют взглядом. Так, что мы можем прочитать? Это мы прочитали, это мы прочитали. Так, давайте осматриваться. Вид хороший, не спорю. Что, тут нету, что ничего около стола, никаких этих? Эту картину до сих пор обсуждают. Кого изобразил Одиссея? И Альцину или колдунью Цирцею? Не знаю. Ромни изобразил леди Гамильтон в образе Цирцеи. Ясно.
Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world. The conversion of Ulysses by Gorse.
Превращение Одиссея Гурса обращает спутников Одиссея в свиней. Свинья, что-то тут. Ладно, тут свинки. Цирцея возвращает товарищам Одиссея человеческий облик. Подождите, а может это где-то здесь? Одиссей за столом. На том месте Одиссей. Я бы не пил вина. Свинья в гостиной. Странный выбор. Не спорю. Натюрморт с ветчиной выглядит аппетитно. Скважину 3 круга.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Возьму это с собой. Ключ с оккультным символом змея. Интересно. Место, которое описывала мать. Цирцея подготавливает вино, ставит ловушку на Одиссея. Может, это где-то здесь? Ну ладно, пойдемте.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, this sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Wollner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes, I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
Мне кажется, вы начинаете волноваться. Да нет, в
To tell you the
принципе.
truth, not really.
You are right. Be positive. Perhaps
Да, будем
he's in the
оптимистами.
company of Lord Mortimer, and they will both turn up shortly.
But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
As I haven't visited all the manor yet, I wondered if you hadn't seen a Medusa by any chance.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, la Gorgogne, the Medusa from Greek mythology. Would you have seen one in any shape or form?
Not at all, my son. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be of any use to you.
Thank you anyway, Your Eminence. I won't take up any more of your time. On that last
думаю,
word,
что-
then I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Так, но он медуз не видел. Ладно, пойдемте искать. Если не что, у нас опять не этот. Ух ты.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it. Honey, the remedy of the gods. A few pages out of an old encyclopedia.
О, мы еще одну страницу нашли. Мы сможем ее прочитать. Так. О, нифига тут у него библиотека. Это как у этого чудовища. Из красавицы чудовища. Примерно такая же была. А, может, кстати, здесь она есть.
We're all eyes,
И все тебя смиряют взглядом. И все смотрят на себя.
Chances are.
Возможно, матушка говорила мне об этой комнате.
And she also spoke of
Она еще
Medusa.
упомянула Медузу.
Should I go and try
Осталось
to
ее
find the
найти.
creature now?
Давайте осматривать.
Liberty
Свобода
or
или
death?
смерть?
By
Мне,
Vigneault.
мне, пожалуй, свободу.
Well, I'll take liberty,
Привет,
please.
Джокер.
But I do understand his choice, even though it seems radical.
А что это у него там на голове горит? Ладно.
Ah, painted by
Картина
Ingres.
Людовик
Molière, dining with Louis
XIV.
XIV.
Обедающий.
The king's posture is surprising. It's almost as if he's addressing someone in the assembly.
Часть кому-то из толпы. Хорошо. А, это нельзя выйти, да? Ладно. Да, всем салам.
Christ crucified
Распятие
by
Христово.
Velasquez. Look,
Интересно.
someone's left a note
Записка.
there.
Отложена для герцога.
Reserved for the Duke of Alquidia.
М.
The Song of Roland.
Песня о Роланде.
Roland
Почувствовал граф,
fears
что
his
смерть
death
его
is
близка,
near.
что
His
мозг
brain is
ушами
oozing by
начал
either ear.
вытекать.
With his brain oozing,
У него
it's
мозг
already
вытекает, а
remarkable
он
that he
еще
can feel
умудряется
anything.
что-то чуять. Логично.
Ah, François Ier.
Франциск I принимает
Receiving the
святое
Holy
семейство.
Family. A
Картина
painting by
Рафаэля.
Raphael. A fragment of amber.
Угу.
The fall of Phaeton.
Падение
Another painting by
Фаэтона.
Rubens.
Из творения Рубенса.
Poor Phaeton.
Бедного
Struck by lightning
Фаэтона
for
поразила
borrowing his
молния за
father's
то, что
chariot
он не
and losing
удержал
the
коней
troll.
своего отца. Мораль. Не зарься на
Still
отцовскую
dad's chariot.
колесницу. Ясно. Мы и не собирались. Собственно, мы даже не знаем, кто он. Вижу, вот это тут мое.
Amber. The company
Ночной
by
дозор.
Rembrandt.
Ночной дозор. Собственно.
A meeting between
Встреча
Louis
Людовика
XIV
XIV и
and
Филиппа
Felix
V.
V. I wonder why
Интересно, чем
Mortimer's
эта картина так
particularly
заинтересовала
fond of this painting.
Мортимера? Нашего Морти. Так, собственно.
Golden Elixir. The Last Supper.
Тайная
by
вечеря.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Леонардо да Винчи.
The last day before his
За день до
crucifixion,
распятия Иисуса объявляет,
Jesus
что один
announces
из
that he will
учеников
be
предаст
betrayed
его.
by one of his disciples.
Угу. Вставай, что расселся-то? Кто это такая?
Celia.
Исилия.
Means nothing to
Это
me.
имя мне ни о чем не говорит. А эту мы картину читали?
Allegory regarding the
Аллегория
Declaration of
Декларации
the
прав
Rights of Man.
человека.
That's the least you could say.
Это по меньшей мере. Так, ладно, это мы смотрели. Так, тут вроде ничего. Вот эту штуку он не смотрит. Картина без
Painting with
названия.
no name.
А, вот она, кстати. Так, зайти. Мы медузу нашли. Запутался в собственных ногах. Это грустная медуза.
I've got to find out what
Надо
mother was
понять,
trying
на
to do
что
with her.
матушка пыталась намекнуть.
The Medusa.
Медуза.
A hero armed with a
Герой,
sword.
вооруженный мечом.
A hero
Герой
with
с
a lantern.
лампадой.
And the last
И
one
последний
holding a
со щитом в
shield.
руке.
I'll stake my life on it.
Готов поручиться,
All the
статуэтки
statues
образуют
form a single scene
сценку. Бедолаги
The poor
встречаются
devils
с
are about to
чудовищем
face
лицом
the
к лицу.
beast. Let's give them a helping
Надо
hand.
им подсобить. А, смотрите. Надо думать, чат. Надо думать. Так, у нас есть этот... Это что? Этот с мечом. Этот с лампадкой. Этот со щитом.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Так, подождите. Очка действия. Снимает отрицательные эффекты. Зачем мне монеты? Так, хорошо.
Now, Louis, it's
Так,
time
Луи,
to keep
пришло
a
время
logical
подумать
mind, as
логически,
every
как
good
настоящие
scientist should.
ученые.
The aim
Их
is to
цель
defeat the
сразить Медузу.
Medusa.
Чем же им
So
тогда
what can the
лампада?
lantern be for? To light up the Medusa?
Поджечь Медузу вряд ли. Герой с лампадой станет
The
легкой
hero
добычей,
holding
и
the
щит
lantern
им
will
не
be
поможет.
easy prey, and the shield will be of no use. To light up the sword?
Поджечь меч?
No.
Нет, это глупо.
That makes no
Тогда
sense.
остается щит.
So that leaves the
Поджечь
shield.
меч? Не... Так, не
I
поиграть
wonder
ли
if the
мне
aim
со
is to play
светом?
with the light.
Если я правильно
If I
поверну
turn
щит,
the
он
shield right,
отразит луч.
the light would be reflected. The ray of light will
Луч света
perturb the
приведет
Medusa
Медузу в
and
замешательство.
focus her attention on the best protected hero. Pretty smart. But it also means I have to make sure I get the shield position just right.
Герой со щитом. То есть он отражает свет. Этот бьет Медузу. Ну-ка, подожди, давайте этот еще используем. Это единственный вооруженный герой. Кажется очевидным, что именно он должен отрезать голову чудищу. Значит, мечника надо повернуть к Медузе. Ну да. К Медузе. А Медузу повернуть со щитом, который. Если следовать легенде, мне нужно поставить перед Медузой героя со щитом. А что такое? Пошли мифы. Ну, взгляд на фантастических существ. Что нужно? Так, что тут написано? Текст написан на французском, а справа на латыни. Надо найти главу про Медузу. Ну, на французском. Ладно. Подожди, мы со щитом не повернули. Ну-ка, если повернуть со щитом. Повернуть статуэтку. А, он.
Let's think. To vanquish the beast, the statues have to be lined up in a specific order. What can this shield be for? To protect its holder?
Он отражает.
Why not? But in that case, what's the lantern for? Step back and take a second, Louis. Be logical, but open-minded. Think outside the box. Nobody said a statue has to have only one use. I wonder if the lantern was to distract the Medusa. This shield can both protect the holder and also reflect the light from the lantern to distract the beast. In other words, I'll have to make an angle of 90 degrees between the lantern and the Medusa by turning this shield to face the sword. If Mortimer's the one who thought of all this stuff, then honestly, he must have a screw loose. Crazy idea, but worth a shot.
Мы решили.
Whoa.
Rah! For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
Oh, yeah? So tell me what you're doing here.
Yeah, just like me.
Probably, but I asked the question first.
Well then, we'll pretend you haven't asked me yet.
What about a little gallantry, Louis? Come on, I'm listening. What are you doing here?
I admit everything, madam. You win. I've been bitten by the same bug as you.
I beg your pardon?
We can't resist being where we shouldn't, seeking out our host's little secrets. So, we have that in common, right?
I really thought you were going to answer me this time. Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh yeah, in your dreams. At your service, madam.
Не думаю, что ваза очень важна.
A golden fleece.
Золотое руно.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
Do you think that can really be Jason's golden fleece?
No, you are aware that Jason and the Argonauts is a myth, aren't you?
But Mortimer's been protecting this hide. It must be of great value, don't you think?
Certainly of historical value. This kind of hide is still used by gold diggers in Eastern Europe. Now you see how easy it is to obtain a legend.
Why do you have to act so nonchalant every time I show you something?
Louis, anyone can kill a sheep, rip off its hide, and say it's the golden fleece.
We're at Lord Mortimer's, not at some farmyard fair. You're just too skeptical.
And you have a tendency to believe anything. Talk about an unlikely pair.
Yet, you know opposites attract, don't you? An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
I bet you've read them cover to cover.
Naturally.
Really? I'm curious. Tell me, what part stood out the most to you?
The passage where Mary says to Joseph, "Hey, you, shut up."
In other words, you haven't even opened one.
Даже не открою. Конечно.
Hey, Mortimer's the author of this work. He talks about his passion for art.
Венок. Чей-то.
Guess what I found?
The Holy Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath.
I can just see Mortimer dressed in a toga, wearing a laurel wreath, strutting around his manor all day long.
You have a curious idea of Mortimer.
Why? He's eccentric, like all the English are, isn't he?
Well, if Peru stands for French grace, then if I were you, I wouldn't be making that sort of remark.
Поугорали хорошо.
Well, looks like a pamphlet on different political regimes, written by Mortimer himself.
You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
This weapon is typically French, quite old. Undoubtedly goes back to the
Крестовых походов.
Crusades. If it is a true Damask sword, it's worth more than a kingdom.
Ну не Артура же.
It really does look like Joan of Arc's sword.
The famous Maid of Orleans, one of your favorite historical heroines.
You bet, given the number of English butts she kicked.
And we all know where that got her. When you finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place?
Я как бы помогаю, туда пройти, значит, нельзя.
A fragment of amber.
Я хотела здесь...
Something interesting. A manor in Maine, hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
See those fine scratches around the words?
Yes, and?
The ink barely spreads on the paper. It spreads exactly the same way on the signature. The deed was written using the same ink. If it is a fake, then it's a professional job. Several people have played the part of Mortimer, a part that has been passed down from generation to generation. Different men, but with one sole identity.
An intriguing hypothesis, and yet less twisted than some of my previous cases.
At last, you finally agree with me about something.
These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess, these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? Why keep such a collection hidden in a secret room? Any thoughts?
Mortimer has every reason in the world to conceal it, even if only to keep it from people like us.
Hey, Emily, we're not thieves. We're only looking. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Да, вот я вот это хочу.
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar. Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you, Louis?
Так, сначала вы выньте скелеты из шкафа. Я не хочу, чтобы с вами что-то случилось. Ну, давайте вот это выберем.
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little. If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese. But I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
Pragmatic, intelligent, sure of herself. Her only weak spot is her difficulty talking about herself.
I don't know much about your past, but I'm guessing you had to get by on your own for much of your life. It might have closed you off, and that can be a disadvantage. It might be time for you to open up and risk a little trust. Not every man you meet wants to hurt you.
Yes, you may be right. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
Вы понимаете? Угу. Она либо кому-то подчиняется, либо у нее есть сообщник. Ладно, терять так терять. Ну
I
давайте.
know you well enough to see that you're hiding something from me. Why won't you look me in the eyes? I've figured you out, but you refuse to accept it. And you're starting to find me charming too.
I admit it. You win. You,
Ага.
worst investigator there ever was, have sussed me out. Well, at least you made me smile. I already have a work partner. I
Блин.
know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me. But I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is...
Обладательница похожей камеи. Мужчина и женщина. Ням-ням-ням-ням-ням-ням-ням-ням. Мужчина или женщина? Давайте рискнем. Блин. Да я не знаю, кого выбирать-то. Мать, сестра или кого? Ваша мать, моя мать. Ну, либо, может быть, сестра. Или ее отец. Я вообще без понятия. Так. Где она? Но здесь не написано нигде, что она... что у нее нету Герцогиня действует осторожно, наступает личности. Уважением знать. Сначала я была любимой посланницей королевы, а потом стала личным секретарем премьер-министра Уильяма Питта. Это назначение породило массу слухов и вызвало всеобщую зависть. Ну, давайте, сестра.
Your sister. She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did you guess I had a sister? Virtually no one even knows.
О, угадали.
When it comes to getting results, you are very good. I grant you that. You deserve to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so strongly. I thought it belonged to Emma, my twin sister.
Oh. Now I get why you said you had a memory for two.
Yes. You can't imagine to what extent, though. As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with two faces.
Clever. But isn't it complicated? How do you make it work?
One of us has no existence in the outside world. We share everything. First for one, then for the other. We dress the same, wear the same makeup, we speak the same. We've learned to act as one. When we accept a mission, we both turn up. This time, though, she went ahead, and I was meant to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir Home and bring back the details, so we could work out who would follow up.
And there was a problem?
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago. The boat turned up at Plymouth, but alas, no trace of my sister. Instead, a sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange.
Странно.
Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
None of this is very reassuring.
By the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to yourself, or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
Угу.
It's time to leave.
Это умею секреты, по-любому.
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do?
Пойдемте туда. Пойдемте к Эмили. Я что-то не доверяю этой женщине. Она очень много плохого говорила о нашей матери. Я не думаю, что она настолько жесткая женщина, чтобы что-то там на ней вырезать. Не знаю. Куда пойдем? Чат. Твое решение, чат. Пойдем вот к той красивой, знойной женщине или вот к этой сумасшедшей, которая там что-то вырезали, непонятно что. Но у нас, наверное, больше. Я тоже думаю.
Excuse me, Elizabeth, but some very urgent business has cropped up. We can speak tomorrow.
No, Louis, don't leave me alone. They've come back.
Good night, madam.
Нет, сначала обхамала меня, даже спасибо не сказала.
Well, well, Louis, you took your sweet time. What did our poor Elizabeth want?
Я без понятия.
She probably wanted to chat more about my mother.
Really? So Miss Adams is somehow linked to your mother?
In a way, I guess she is. But I thought all of that could wait until tomorrow.
That young girl seems very...
Emily, have I misunderstood something here? What are you doing in my room?
And for a while now, a question has been nagging at me.
And that explains why I now find you here in my bed. Go ahead. Ask me the question that's been burning at your lips.
I know your mother was here to meet someone, but I can't figure out who.
Oh, so that's what's been hiding behind all this.
We are both members of the Order, Louis. Let's try to be honest with each other. I have followed with great interest your affair in Paris, in connection with Mr. von Borchardt. You managed to steal something from him, if I'm not mistaken.
Она устойчива к допросу.
Are you talking about the Book of All Mysteries? Al-Azif?
That's right, Louis. A valuable bit of plunder, isn't it?
Yeah. When we finally found it, we took it.
And where is the book right now?
Amazingly, it's right here. Mother took it with her when she came.
This is quite fascinating. But just what did Sarah expect to accomplish here?
It's fairly obvious that you're still trying to extract information from me, Emily.
Not at all, my friend.
Блин.
You obviously have a dark view of humanity. One can't chat about anything without you seeing some evil plot.
Whoa, don't get your panties all in a bunch. Okay, fine. My mother thought she might find the buyer of Von Borchardt's book here. I think she thought he'd be one of the people here on the island right now.
Ah, I see. Right. Enough chatting. Come and join me instead.
Не, ну когда мы отказывались от компании. Ладно. Ай, господи.
I have to go, Louis. I don't want anyone finding me here in the morning.
You're right. Well, have a good night.
Good night. See you tomorrow, rested and ready.
Sure thing. Lord Mortimer?
Monsieur de Richet, at last we meet.
Так. На этом первый эпизод закончен. У нас их всего 5, поэтому не волнуйтесь, игра будет продолжаться дальше. На этом мы, наверное, с вами сегодня закончим. Вот, на первом эпизоде. В следующий раз мы уже пойдем с вами во второй эпизод. А вот завтра у нас будет, скорее всего, кооперативный стрим. В субботу у нас будет Mass Effect. А в воскресенье у нас будет что-то новенькое. Не в смысле новая игра, а другая. Ну, имеется в виду не то, которая вышла, а вообще как бы новая игра мы будем играть. Вот. Она очень интересная. О ней мы много говорили. Ладно, на этом сегодня все. Подписывайтесь, комментируйте. Увидимся с вами завтра. Всем пока.